She's resting for now, so care to tell me what's going on? I'd tell you if I knew the full details, but I'm only going off of my own observations too. Her mother didn't really tell me much, just that she made a mistake. How did you know? I met her, so she really is the mentor that you referred to before? Yeah, she was. Past tense because she's gone. What? No, that's... She said that she was going to come back to us. Did you do something? Do you seriously think I'd do anything to hurt my own mentor? Who I even saw as a motherly figure who saved me when I had nothing. I might be a monster, but because of her I've learned that humans are far better than those creatures will ever be. Then... a monster killed her. Even though you were there with her? Okay, I'll take the blame on this one. You little... But... She'd be mad at me if I did say that, because she told me not to blame myself either. I'd still think it's my fault. Is she... really... I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I even laid her to rest. So it's up to you if you choose to believe me or not. Did you tell Yuri? Of course not. She'd be destroyed if I did. There's no way I could. Then you also kept something from her. But this is for her own good. Or at least that's what I think. We never told her anything about her true nature, did you? No. I couldn't. How often does she does this? What do you mean? Whenever she gets in the trance or something? That's only the 2nd time. Or at least the 2nd time that I know of. So she's done it once before? What did she do during that time? I don't want to assume anything, but... she... might have killed someone. What? There used to be a little girl here with us. She was here before Yuri woke up. I brought her in with us because she had nowhere to go. Even though Chief told me it was going to be risky, I insisted because I didn't think the situation was that dire when it came to her. I quickly realized that I never understood what she meant by that. Did you see her hurt the little girl? Well, I didn't, but when I went outside after I couldn't find them here, the little girl was already on the floor, and Yuri had blood all over her face. But there was also a monster in front of them. Well, don't you think she tried to save the little girl? I don't know. The way she looked, it felt as if she was a whole different person. That wasn't Yuri. That's also what I saw earlier. Her eyes looked empty, as if there was nothing there. It seemed that she was only functioning through instinct. When she heard my voice, she slowly came back, but she was as confused as I was. She only fainted when I called out to her during that time, but that was the first time she ever, quote-unquote, woke up. And even after that, despite being in a coma for years, she was still able to stand up and move without trouble, as if she never got into a coma at all. Do you think there are some records about her? You mean? Maybe we can find something out about her condition. I don't know if there are still people at the lab, or if it's even still standing to this day. I never came back. Then I'll go instead. What? Iris, those people are different from Yuri's mother. I know, which is why they're most likely still alive. That means we have a high chance of getting answers. And maybe we can do something about her tendencies before it gets worse. Because as we are right now, we know close to nothing. I could tell she's strong, Themis. She's dangerously strong. When I saw her standing there with the monster's blood all over her, it takes a significant amount of strength to be able to rip a monster's skin off. Not to mention, the monster in particular was durable, one of the most durable ones that I've seen. I faced with it multiple times, and it could even withstand my flames. What if they do something to her again? She's already gone through enough. She's just a normal girl. She just wanted to be cured and see her mother again, and she can't even do that anymore. I know. She told me all about her dreams before when we were still chatting. All she ever wants is to see her mother again, and see the stars with her, and if possible, she wants to explore the world with her. You've known her for a while now, haven't you? I used to go to school with her when we were in elementary. When her illness hadn't gone to that point yet, we talked a bit, but I never really got a chance to know her that well, and then when I met her again after a while, I was in a really horrible place. I had nowhere to go, but the chief and Yuri took me in. I was able to help a bit with Yuri's mom. I worked under her care, and I was able to hang out with Yuri in the sidelines from time to time. And the times I spent with Yuri, she seemed like a fun person to be with. Despite her circumstances, she remained hopeful of her future. She believed that one day she can be cured. And at one point, I, too, started to be hopeful of the once grim future that I once thought of. I really wanted to get to know her better, but the next thing I knew, she had fallen into a coma. Do you think that's the mistake she referred to? The mistake she's referring to is allowing Yuri to be held by her fellow scientists. She agreed to putting her under their care? She thought it was for the best, but she didn't know that they were going to be experimenting on her. Before she could do anything, it was already done. They had successfully transfused monster blood into her, and it worked. They never cared if she was cured or not, but the segments of the monster blood were able to just blend in perfectly. They wanted to know how it'll affect her body, so they kept going. So they carried out experiments on humans, too? Yuri wasn't the only one. I'm partly to blame for that. What do you mean? Because I was their first successful prototype. The only difference was that I gave them my consent. I felt like I needed to repay the chief for everything that she'd done for me, as well as Yuri. And so I volunteered to be one of the first subjects for the transfusion. I'm guessing the others weren't so lucky. At first, the experiments were a success, but as time passed by, there was complete alterations, and the others had abnormal reactions, side effects that forced them to end their own misery. It was a nightmare, but for some reason, nothing much happened to me except I just gained the ability to control and manipulate water and ice. Because of that, they may have obtained the hope that they were looking for. Yuri's mom didn't know that they were planning on making Yuri another one of their experiments, but right after the transfusion, Yuri wouldn't wake up anymore, and so they abandoned it altogether. But they still felt responsible for what happened, which is why this facility was born. This emergency bunker was more of a compensation for what they've done, but it could have been hardly enough. And that's why the equipment here are all tailored for her. The pod, the machines. They wanted none of this to be out in the public, so as hush money, they reassured that they were going to take care of everything. until we were to eventually pass away. But that didn't happen. Fortunately, but that's only because the chief never gave up on her. She also believed that one day her daughter would wake up and be cured. Although she did, but with a cost. For what that cost is, we're still unsure as to what it is. Well, then let's go get those answers. You're not even the least bit scared, aren't you? I'd rather do it scared than not do it at all. I prefer to have answers rather than keep speculating, and if anyone knows anything, it's the ones who started all this. The outbreak happened all because of their greed and selfishness. They were trying to one-up each other, trying to come up with better genetic components, even pulling in oblivious people that were desperate as their lab rats. And when they ran out, they slowly turned on each other, and then it spread. It all started inside. Then monsters escaped. 1, 2. Those monsters fed on people. And as time passed, multiplied, reproduced, and that's where we are now. What could normal humans do? They stand no chance against genetically modified entities. Maybe the real monsters here are actually these scientists that were power hungry for some reason. They would do everything for the sake of genetic advancement. They were obsessed with it. All the more reason to teach them a lesson. Iris, you don't understand. They have countermeasures for almost everything. They were the ones who made you. They have years and years of data about you, even if you haven't seen them collect information about you personally. Doesn't matter. They're the ones who started all of this, right? That is true, but don't you want to save Yuri? Or were you really just planning on trapping her inside here? I really was just trying to keep her safe. But you know for a fact that she's not satisfied. She clearly wants to explore, but she can't do that. Or at least right now that she has that condition. You're right. So, why don't we form an alliance for her sake? What? Let's take the answers by force, and maybe we can only save a lot of people in the progress if we start from the core. Maybe. Of course, we can't forget her, so let's play a little game, then. What? What do you mean? Are you awake? Earlier? What do you mean? Huh? Did you have a nightmare or something? Come on, there's no need for you to think about it too much. Aren't we going on a trip today? Yeah, there's a few changes with the plans, but I'm sure you'll like them. You'll see. Don't worry, we'll meet up with Themis soon. We're just taking a shortcut so we get there sooner. Shh. There sure is. Just kidding, it's just Themis. Come on. Stop messing around, Iris. Sorry, can you at least play along every once in a while? Why are you so serious all the time? Do you not realize we're outside? Have a sense of danger, will you? You're no fun. Well, you're going to have to go with the Miss Little Boring here. Yeah, this gremlin has to go settle things first. So we'll have to go by the sea ourselves for the meantime. I'll be right with you. I just need to finish things up a bit. Be careful out there. Oh, you're worried for me? Hell no. Oh, jeez, you really aren't going to play along, aren't you? Oh, this sucks. Just go on already. Alrighty then, I'll leave Yuri to you, Themis. See ya. She really never runs out of energy. Come on, Yuri, let's go. Of course it's okay. I know I've been really strict with you, and I realized that I was just kind of pushing my own rules onto you without really considering how you feel about it. I still can't deny that it's dangerous to be outside like this, but I shouldn't have forced you to stay inside when you clearly wanted to go every once in a while. And maybe it is alright as long as there's someone here with you when you go out. As well as we follow safety precautions with cut-through preparations for routes and surveillance of the area we're going to. Maybe once in a while, we can have a trip or two, if you'd want. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about your happiness, was I? Iris was right. I'll be more thoughtful of you from now on, I promise. I was just prioritizing your safety, and didn't really think much about your own feelings, though. So I'll try to do better. Are you okay? You're not tired, are you? Just say so, if you are, okay? We can take a break or two. Yeah? What's wrong? Oh, here. You can grab hold onto my hand. I don't mind. Don't hesitate to tell me if you need anything else, okay? Let's go. Yuri, would you like to take a break? It's okay. We're ahead of schedule, so we can spare a minute or two. Sure. Here. You can sit here for the moment. Are you comfortable? Oh, right. I think I saw this before. Here. You can lay your head on my lap. Go on. A lap pillow? Oh, so that's what they call it. Yeah. You need to take a rest, don't you? Isn't it more comfortable than the hard floor? It's okay. Go on. Does it feel okay? That's good. Let's just stay like this for a bit. No, not at all. Say, Yuri, do you remember from back then? We used to go to the same school, right? Yeah, and you always invited me to play with you even though other kids saw me as gloomy. Yeah, I wasn't really gloomy, I was just shy. Cute? So you noticed that I was just shy. That's why you... Honestly. It's nothing. Thank you for holding out your hand back then. You shortly got sick and you had to switch to being homeschooled. The next time I saw you again was when your mom took me in. I really can't thank you both enough for that. Oh. Yeah, as your sister. It's nothing. Right, we should keep moving now. We're here. The wind breeze feels nice. Are you enjoying the view? Sure, as long as you don't go too far. It really is worth it to see you happy like this. Don't overdo it though, alright? Your clothes are going to get wet. I wonder how Iris is doing. Oh, What's up? Oh. Shells? So there are still shells out here. That's reassuring. No, I just thought it was nice. Huh? What? Shit. I knew it. She wasn't being careful. We have to go back. It's okay. It's going to be okay. We just need to head back right now. Yuri, please. We're taking a detour. We just need to hurry back. Iris is okay. Let's just head back. Okay, get down. Shh. It's okay. Don't worry. Let's go. Does it? You've been here before? We just need to go through here, okay? We're just passing through. Here. You can hold on to my hand. I think it's near here. Iris. Hey, yo, Yuri. Oh, you're okay? What did Themis tell you? Did she tell you I was in trouble or something? I reassured her that you were okay. Does this place look familiar to you, Yuri? I see. Did you find anything? Well, this place is empty. It's been wiped clean. I can't even sense anyone's presence anywhere. Oddly enough. What even happened here? Clearly, someone was trying to hide everything. Well, we were trying to get to the bottom of where the outbreak started, and well, it's said to be that this was where it all started, yet there's nothing here. Are you sure this is the right place, Themi? Wait, you know about her job? Huh, we should have just asked you then. Jeez, Themi, I thought you knew. I didn't think she'd... So, is this the right place then? Where they put all the records? Well, we're curious. She's on to us. Come on. Yuri, do you know where your mom's team would put their records? Yuri? Where is she going? I don't know. What? Why are you apologizing, Yuri? What? Iris? What? When did you... Yuri, what's going on? I didn't think you'd... Yuri? Why would you do that? What the... I didn't sense anything at all. Yuri, don't tell me that... Where are you going?
She's going to be the perfect vessel. With her, we can have full control of the monsters. A hybrid. You only need to have a fail-safe plan. What's your mother doing here? What? No! I refuse to shut down the system. If you do that, it'll produce a reflux in the system and she'll be unstable. Leave my daughter out of this. You're insane. Do you understand that she can be the breakthrough we've all been looking for? I don't care.
Find someone else. My daughter doesn't have anything to do with this. Uriel, no!
You've just ruined our potential breakthrough.
Go find someone else. You've already done enough. She's not even human anymore. I'll never forgive you for everything that you've done.
Because of what you've done, your daughter will remain in a coma for who knows how long.
I still believe that one day she'll wake up.
And if she does, she'll wreak havoc because she's unstable.
And I'll take care of it when that happens. She's my daughter.
You're making a big mistake.
I already did by trusting you. I thought you were trying to cure her, but you obviously had other plans. Don't ever lay your hands on my daughter ever again.
Does she know anything? Good. We haven't stabilized your connection yet. This could be the end of the world if we leave her alive. Because once she wakes up, they'll all... But nonetheless, let's just keep an eye on her. Don't tell Uriel anything.
Yuri, please. Please tell us what's going on. Why are there monsters here? Can't you see she's... You can control them? But how? A hybrid. Mentor was trying to find a cure to save you, but you knew all this time, didn't you? You were just pretending. What? You had connections with the monsters and you could see what was happening ever since you woke up. Tell me that's not true. The mistake. Her one last wish was making you see the beauty of the world. To take care of you, but she didn't even know that the monster that killed her was her own daughter. What?